Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to SelectShandong Cloud Roadshow for International Economic and Trade Cooperation. At present, China is accelerating the construction of a dual circulation development pattern, in which domestic economic cycle plays a leading role, while international economic cycle remains its extension and supplement. In order to give full play to the new development pattern and further promote economic and trade cooperation, the SelectShandong Cloud platform has already organized 7 sessions of international economic and trade cooperation cloud roadshows last year, themed with the business cooperation with countries like Germany, Sweden, and Austria. And today, here comes our new session of Cloud Roadshow, themed with new generation of information technology, industry chain, to promote the integration of international and domestic information industry chains. SelectShandong Cloud Roadshow is organized by Department of Commerce of Shandong Province and co-organized by Shandong International Investment Promotion Agency and Shandong Internet Media Group. Today's program will be broadcast live across the world on dzwww.com and Haibao News app. And now, please allow me to introduce the guests who are joining us today. They are Mr. Zhang Xingcheng, Deputy Director General, Department of Commerce of Shandong Province. Welcome. Mr. He Guili, Vice President, Deputy Secretary General, Internet Society of China. Mr. Qin Hailin, President of CCID Consulting. Mr. Gustavo Teder, Head of Strategic Sourcing of Erickson BNEW. Mr. Wang Weiming, Senior Solution Architect, Cloud and Smart Industries Group of Tencent. Welcome. Mr. Xu Bin, Head of North Region Application Center, ABB Robotics and Discrete Automation Division. Mr. Lin Li, Digital Architect of ABB Robotics. Mr. Li Xin, Product Manager of GuideTech Robotics. Mr. Yue Zhengbo, Deputy Secretary General of Zaozhou Municipal People's Government, Director of the Municipal Bureau of Commerce, Director of the Municipal Investment Promotion Bureau. Welcome. Mr. Zhu Linsen, Vice President of Shandong Aite Yunxiang Information Technology Company. And Mr. Jiang Shunhuang, Technical Consultant of Oriental Light Source Group. Once again, welcome you all. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started to our online roadshow. Our first speaker is Mr. Zhang Xingcheng, Deputy Director General, Department of Commerce of Shandong Province. Welcome, Mr. Zhang, for the keynote speech.
Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, we are having the SelectShandong Cloud Roadshow Next Generation Information Technology Industry session. First of all, on behalf of Department of Commerce of Shandong Province, I would like to express my heartfelt thanks and warm welcome to all the guests for taking part in this event. The next generation IT industry is an emerging pillar industry with strategic importance. It is also the main driving force for many other industries to upgrade to higher end of the value chain. Shandong Provincial Committee and the government attach great importance to the development of the IT industry and has listed it as one of the top 10 industries for implementing the key project of transforming and upgrading the capacities. As a leading province of manufacturing, Shandong has persisted in promoting industrial intelligence and intelligent industrialization for many years and has initiated a new pattern for accelerated industrial upgrade and stable economic development. In 2020, Shandong's IT industry achieved a revenue of nearly 1 trillion yuan, grew by 13.1% year-on-year. with the part above designated size grew by 10.9%. Smart home of Qingdao's higher-end Hisense, big data and quantum computing of Jinan had become important business cards of local industries. At present, Shandong has 115 provincial industrial internet platforms, among which Cosmoplat of Haier received a revenue of over 20 billion yuan and has been selected as a global unicorn by Rupert Hugworth 2020. Inspire is in the stage of a pre-IPO on the Science and Technology Innovation Board with a valuation of over 11.5 billion yuan. In November 2020, Shandong was approved as China's second national demonstration zone for industrial internet development, which allows us to contribute our wisdom and solution to the innovative development of China. While achieving results, we're also aware that Shandong needs to further transform the traditional economy and strengthen the digital economy with the power of the next generation IT industry. And the industry itself also is in the urgent need to be upgraded. The SelectShandong Industrial Chain Investment Platform aims to provide investment resources and facilitate cooperation in the whole process of industrial investment so as to refine the investment promotion model of prefecture-level cities in Shandong and promote high-quality development. This year's SelectShandong Cloud Platform will organize 6 roadshows in different industries, including the next generation IT industry, biomedicine, and the smart ocean industry. Today's guests are all from the Fortune Global 500 or leading companies in the industry with their business footprint around the whole world. Through relentless technological innovation, they had continued to lead industrial reforms, reshaped industrial structure, and set industrial standards with great influence and good reputation. I hope that the companies and associations participating in the event can take the opportunity of the construction of a dual circulation development pattern in China and value the chance to talk to each other and explore possibilities of in-depth cooperations. I welcome you to introduce advanced ideas, models, experience, and products to Shandong while developing your business here. I hope you can invest and develop in Shandong and achieve win-win cooperation with us. Today, with all the guests and friends, I'm witnessing the successful organization of this roadshow. I believe that SelectShandong will live up to expectations and continue to be an important tool and means to promote economic and trade cooperation between Shandong and the world. Finally, I wish the SelectShandong Roadshow Next Generation IT Industry session a complete success. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Zhang. And next, please join me in welcoming Mr. He Guili, Vice President, Deputy Secretary General, Internet Society of China, and he will deliver the speech for us. Welcome.
President of the Internet Society of China. I'm honored to be invited to attend the SelectShandong Cloud Roadshow themed with the new generation of information technology industry chain. On behalf of the Internet Society of China, I'd like to congratulate on the successful organization of the event. The world society and economy is in a period of great transformation. The next generation information technology has been regarded as the new infrastructure, and the internet has become an important driver for economic development. Shandong province is of leading economy, rich culture, and dense population in the east coast of China, with very unique geographic advantages, strong economic foundation, complete industrial system, open investment environment, and huge market needs. This had provided favorable conditions for the continuous development of the next generation IT industry and the digital upgrade and transformation of the economy. This event has pulled advantageous resources from various parties, established a great platform for communication and cooperation, providing momentum for better development of the industry. The Internet Society of China has always been dedicated in promoting the local development of Internet industry. Therefore, we hope to deepen cooperation with you through the platform of SelectShandong and let our effect as a social organization for Internet industry come into play. We will strive to demonstrate opportunities for cooperation, introduce talents, develop technological capabilities, facilitate the technology upgrade of Internet companies, deepen industrial integration, promote the wider and more in-depth development of the industrial chain, strengthen the integration of the next generation IT industry, assist the development of the digital economy of Shandong, and draw a blueprint of Shandong together with you. Last but not least, I wish the great success of today's roadshow. Thank you.
Thank you so much, President He. And next, let's warm welcome Mr. Qin Hailin, President of CCID Consulting, and he will give us a brief introduction to CCID Consulting as well as its concerning business. Ms. Qin, please go ahead.
I'd like to thank the moderator for the introduction. I'm Qin Hailin from CCID. So it's a great honor and pleasure to participate in this online roadshow. During the presentation, you've probably got the idea that our company is affiliated to MIIT and its research institution. And also we are a listed company in Hong Kong Stock Exchange. So I'd like to take this opportunity for the next 10 minutes to share with you the past 1 year trajectory and also a project we cooperated with the Ministry of Commerce. This project is providing the ministry as well as Shandong Promotion Agency for its big data platform construction. We call it SelectShandong. So this project is actually started in the second half of 1999. Such we are very honored to be trusted by the Ministry of Commerce to conduct a research together with the key industries in Shandong and to focusing on the industrial chain to build an online big data for precise trade promotion. So after rounds of communication and consultancy, in 2020, our company took this 1 year together with the support of the Ministry of Commerce of Shandong. We have launched this project that we are able to introduce the important milestones that we have went through. We have streamlined the industrial development in Shandong province. So these are some of the introduction of our company. If you are interested, we can send you the relevant materials after this roadshow. In the end of last year, we have finished phase 1 construction of this platform centered around the 3 key industries: new information technology, smart maritime, and database for 3 major modules. Currently, the big data platform goes online. It provides the regions and cities in Shandong province used by the frontier workers. And this project is based on our cooperation with the Ministry of Commerce, as well as our capabilities for data construction, as well as database analysis, as well as our platform for data construction. So SelectShandong, invest in Shandong, precise trade promotion platform aims to address 5 major issues. First, what we need to recruit. We should take into consideration the foreign investment and trade promotion as the major business on the platform. So we focus highly on foreign trade to recruit reputational, influential enterprises from overseas countries, especially the targeted good quality premium brands. Second, why we need to recruit. We need to share the information with relevant workers and employees in this trade promotion environment. Why we need to recruit certain enterprises, why we need to build this information database is because we want to connect the upstream and downstream players, as well as to understand the shortcomings as well as the advantageous areas of Shandong province. So that is the key research targets and mission we have. We need to understand advantageous competitiveness of Shandong province. Regarding on this, we need to find the matchmaking platform that we help to connect the resources of overseas countries to compensate for the shortcomings in the Shandong province, so we are able to deliver the targets for the precise trade promotion in Shandong province. Then how to recruit it after being said about the three mentioned problems. If we have a targeted enterprise, and for our platform, we are able to help to evaluate the industrial competitiveness of Shandong's environment with this foreign entity. So with this data matchmaking, we are able to understand the willingness of financing and investment of the entities. And taking into the perspective of the industrial park or the JV or talent recruit or through a joint laboratory construction, all of these are possible choices based on the analysis that we made on this platform, as well as based on the data we collected on this platform. And then we need to talk about the consultancy and important issues we need to address before we offer this advice. So these big data platform were able to streamline the targets as well as the policies, as well as the conditions we have for recruiting certain enterprises from overseas countries. It's not just to find all the enterprises in Shandong province. It's actually trying to find out the most attractive resources Shandong enjoys. For example, when we recruit the top layers or the 8K media from overseas countries, it's not about finding how many companies that Shandong have in this aspect. It's more about finding Hyson, these renowned enterprises in Shandong, and what kind of technology and services they need while along their value chain. Then we find the matchmaking entities of overseas countries. That more precise way of finding the partners will help us to strengthen the super high definition media cooperation partners. That being said, we are able to utilize AI algorithm and big data analytics capabilities. We are able to consolidate and streamline the requirements and demands in Shandong province. That being said, we're able to find the employees and also the targeted enterprises, their addresses, their contact numbers, their office address. That information can be searched and displayed on our project platform. While in this process, we are able to address the issues regarding the trade promotion and recruiting, and we need to be clear about the position and the target of this tool. So CCID's strengths in terms of consulting services, as well as our resources regarding industrial analysis, as well as our abilities in terms of user analysis, we're able to provide a list for these potential partners. And based on the data, we're able to provide advice for the targeted entities. We're able to provide matchmaking services for Shandong province as well as overseas entities. So that is the basic introduction of our platform. We've talked about 3 key industries. There are many important industries in Shandong, and this province boasts complete industrial chain. So we spent 1 year. It's not sufficient to streamline each situation from every industry. So we've chosen 3 important ones, that is smart marine and advanced manufacturing, as well as information technology. These are aligned with the future development of our province. We have chosen from the 240,000 Shandong enterprises, and we've streamlined several key players and also aligned them with key industries we aim to develop and to conduct data analysis and matchmaking. And then we've defined the enterprises that we're going to focus on in the future. While for the targeted entities in overseas countries, what we do is to select from nationwide and streamline them. And in the end, we've come up with a batch of enterprises that they have high requirement for the trade promotion from overseas countries. Then we provide matchmaking services, as well as scientific streamline and selection, At the meantime, we precisely promote the data and send the data to the employees who are doing the trade promotion work. Currently, on this big data, we have collected mass data regarding the enterprises, businesses, as well as the talents, employees, as well as the data from the industrial parks, societies, and alliances. So from a multi-dimensional manner, we're able to provide the data. So currently, we have finalized the construction of a database. Now we're cooperating with the Ministry of Commerce to conduct data maintenance. To be more concise and more concrete, this platform has 4 modules. First one is the driving cockpit. Second, industrial profile. Number 3, precise recruitment of trade. Number 4 is the carrier of operation. We have in-depth analysis of the industries, and also we have a project framework as well as the concrete plan to carry out the project. So all of these mentioned on the slides are the functions we provide. Next, I'm going to talk about some highlights of this platform, together with the demand proposed by the Ministry of Commerce, as well as the streamline and analysis of the entities. We hope to provide the local industries with resources, as well as to provide these important resources and potential analysis of local enterprises. Also, we have a model to analyze the business models to support the business operations. And also on our platform, we're able to make a comprehensive analysis of the deployment of the enterprises, as well as the investment willingness of the entities to provide precise trade promotion, which is a departure from the historical trade promotion model. We are helping the employees to have a layered and segmented analysis and positioning of the targeted enterprises to improve the matchmaking efficiency and efficacy. So trade promotion work can be more down to earth, as well as from the project assessment and project potential. We're able to assist the whole process regarding the implementation of trade promotion to provide more concrete and precise data regarding trade promotion. In terms of the industrial profile, together with the space as well as the value chain, we're able to depict the industrial deployment, cluster development, and shortcomings, advantages, competitiveness of Shandong province. Currently, the whole province-wide, we're able to provide the strengthening deployment of the industrial development. And also we provided this portrait and graph to conduct analysis of the industrial chain. So regarding the precise trade promotion, our database are able to conduct a predictive 10-year analysis of the 3 key industries and also global-wise investment information promotion, as well as to connect the resources and implement of the projects, as well as the later on operation of the project. Last year, our work was more focused on maintenance, actually the construction of the platform. This year, we're actually conducting the operation and maintenance of the backstage of the platform. Our team, our employees, as well as our cooperation with the Ministry of Commerce, we are doing a project to providing the roadshow for the training of the 16 cities of Shandong province to help these frontline workers how to use this trade promotion platform. So these workers and employees are able to use this platform to deliver the expectations of the trade promotion, to make the platform more practicable as a tool for the frontline trade promoters. So with this data, as well as the tools, I think that the trade promotion efficiency can be significantly improved. That being said, I think regardless of that, this cooperation with the Ministry of Commerce has required a lot of energy and capitals from both sides, and appreciate the support and the guidance from the Ministry of Commerce. I think this platform is a fruit that is achieved by the bilateral cooperation. And I hope in the future, the functions on the platform can be continued to be optimized and improved furthermore, to help the Shandong province, as well as the industrial recruitment and high-quality industrial development to achieve a better future. So I'd like to take the opportunity of this roadshow. I officially extend and make the declaration SelectShandong and the Precise Trade Promotion Platform is officially launched, and I wish this roadshow a complete success. Thank you so much. Back to you.
And thank you, President Shin, for your introduction. We also hope that with the help of CCID, we can promote the digitalization of the SelectShandong Cloud platform to a higher level. And next, I would like to invite Mr. Gustavo Tedder, Head of Strategic Sourcing of Erickson, BNEW. Welcome.
Okay, hello everyone. 大家好. Let's see, can you see my presentation now? You can see it, right? Yeah. Yes. So Erickson is a quite old company, and we started off already 1876 with a workshop to repair telegraph instruments. Today, many different networks and many different just a moment, you can't just a moment, I think you can't see my screen yet. Okay, now you can see the screen. Okay.
Yes, we can see your screen, Mr. Gustavo. Please go ahead.
Okay, so Erickson is, I just said, started 1876 and has a long history, and many generations of telephones and networks later, we are today a company of around 100,000 employees distributed in 180 countries all over the world. And you can also see that Erickson is the main focus for Erickson is to be the technology leader. So 1/4 of all our employees and also around 16% of our revenue is spent on research and development. And this is the key for future success. The company is divided into 4 different business areas. And in general, you can look at these business areas where you have networks is really our core that we provide to the telecom operators. And then in addition to the networks, we want to optimize how to use the network and to take full advantage of the new technologies. So that's basically how to summarize all our business areas. Then Erickson in China. Our first network in China was built in Guangdong province already 1892, almost 130 years ago. So Erickson has a very long presence in China. Nowadays, China is actually a very important market for Erickson, and we have been, I think, the only company that have been there from the beginning, providing both 1G, 2G, 3G, 4G, and then now recently being the first foreign company providing 5G in China. We also see that apart from being a very important market for sales, it's also very important for sourcing. We have a lot of our suppliers based in China, and we have a big part of our production, especially in Nanjing. And we have around 1/5 of all our R&D globally, so all our developers globally are based in China. So both for sales, sourcing, production, and development, it's a very important market for Erickson. Then to talk a little bit about like when we select suppliers and how to cooperate with Erickson, I think it's important that we want to emphasize that for Erickson, it's really, we see our suppliers and our partners as like in a long-term partnership where we don't only compete for like the lowest price. And it's in general, it's very difficult to become an Erickson supplier. However, when you are qualified to become an Erickson supplier, you need to go through different audits, you need to all kinds of assessments, etc. And once you're through all that, we want you to be part of our partnership and to grow together. We will invest in your success. This also comes to when we select suppliers for different contracts. We look into many different parameters, and we have like supplier selection process where we consider like continuous evaluations of the suppliers, where we consider all the different factors like delivery, quality, sustainability, etc., and then combine all these to see like what brings the most value and total, and optimize the total cost and value for the company. So I think that's a very important part that we work very hard with. And as part of this, you can also see like Erickson is very committed to the global environment, ambition to limit the global warming by 1.5% by 2050. And this is also something we work hard with our suppliers together and have launched a lot of new initiatives. For Shandong, Erickson has been in Shandong province since 1994, and we currently supply telecom operations for all three of the big telecom providers or operators in Shandong. And I can also mention, also according to what I said about long-term partnership in sourcing, we also have that with, for example, Inspur, where we have had joint ventures since 2002, and we have had partnership and awarded them quite a lot to grow together. For the future, we hope that Shandong will continue to invest in the Industrial Revolution 4.0, and that we can be part of this expansion together. And I think we also look very much forward to hear and understand from other business partners and in the ecosystem of Shandong to hear what can be done together. So that's everything for me, and thanks a lot for inviting to this conference.
And also, thank you so much for your presentation. And through this, we have a deeper understanding of Erickson's strategic planning. And we believe that with Erickson's influence in the communications industry, we can introduce more high-level technologies to Shandong. And now, please welcome Mr. Wang Weiming, Senior Solution Architect, Cloud and Smart Industries Group of Tencent. Welcome.
Thank you very much, MC, and thank you for all the guests. It's a great honor for me to attend today's event of SelectShandong Cloud Roadshow. My name is Wang Weiming. I'm from Tencent. I'm the Senior Solution Architect of a Cloud and Smart Industries Group of Tencent, responsible of some infrastructure solutions. And today I'd like to introduce you the 2B capabilities of Tencent, and with a video, I can introduce you our capabilities. First of all, when we speak of Tencent in China, the first thing come up into your mind is QQ or WeChat. But actually in Tencent, we have many more other products like games and other products. And one important function of Tencent is CSIG, which is a 2B business. First, I'd like to briefly introduce to you the mission and vision of Tencent. We are customer-oriented and technology-driven, and our value is upright, striving forward coordination and innovation. We are internet company, so we are customer-oriented, and with the 2C capabilities, the industrial chains can be connected with different partners and empower their development. So in our department, Tencent Cloud is an important part of CSIG. This is a cloud computing function, and the biggest advantage of cloud computing is that for our clients, we can provide the basic capabilities like utilities, like the electric powers and calls, so that our clients can enjoy the global resources and informations, and the ecosystem partners can be supported by us in solving their IT problems. And after 21 years of accumulation of technologies in Tencent, we have built a very consolidated basis for cloud computing. A lot of the games, WeChat and QQ, are all based on this infrastructure. Tencent Cloud allows the applications to be upgraded and developed very quickly. And we are a very important cornerstone for the development of many other products. And with our advantages in the industrial internet, we have accumulated 21 or 22 years of technological development, and we have a very strong and advanced technologies. And secondly, we have a very strong connections. If you have been using our products, I believe that the domestic clients are all using WeChat. And with the connection of the WeChat, I believe that we can make the lives of the people more convenient. And in financial industry, in mobility industries, a lot of the companies can also enjoy a lot of benefits. With the connection of WeChat, we can reach many other connected parties, and we also have the ecosystem advantages. We are cooperating with a lot of ecosystem partners in both B2B and C2C. We have to enrich the partners, and then we can incubate many application scenarios. The cloud and capabilities of Tencent worldwide enjoys great advantages as well. Our server have been used by over 1 million clients, and we have a large capacity of storage, and we can also offer over 210 cloud-based products and services, and there are over 70 products that had been licensed. So in terms of the technology, Tencent Cloud is also taking the lead in the whole world. In the 2B side, we are a little bit differentiated from the other companies. The most important capability of us is connectivity, and we are committed that we will not touch the data and applications of the clients. And with the infrastructure on the cloud, we can provide high quality, safe, and reliable services. And with the connectivities, we can connect the clients and partners and construct a win-win situation in the whole ecosystem. We have such a complete product and service system in Tencent Cloud. First, we have the IaaS in the lowest layer. For example, we have the IDC, CDN, safety functions, and communication network functions. And in the middle, we have the PaaS and the SaaS application layers. For example, in Tencent, based on our big data, we are generating a massive number of the data. And in terms of the big data, we have also accumulated a lot of experiences. And we also have the AI application platforms such as the facial recognition payment, and in the airport and the train stations, people can very easily make the payment with facial recognitions. It's very convenient to use. And with our technologies, we had brought a lot of conveniences to residents. And on the top, based on all the basic infrastructures in education, retail, travel, culture, government administrations, and industries. We can also assist the further development of these industries. In any of the industry, I believe that innovation is the key. And Tencent has been constantly innovating as well. With that, we can lead the changes. You have to first sharpen your tools if you want to do something, and how to upgrade the digital world. I believe that we want to change the current scenarios with the technological upgrade. And take the industry product as an example. We can provide the cloud-based infrastructure platforms, for example, the IoT platforms and the 5G backed platforms, and we can provide a lot of industrial services such as the manufacturing, management, and control. And these kind of capabilities can cover all ends, such as R&D, delivery, logistics, etc. To co-build the ecosystem and win together with you, I believe that the success of any business cannot be possible without their partnership. We rely on each other and depend on each other. We share our resources and capabilities so that we can develop better towards our own directions. And we value the partnership in the ecosystems, and we want to fully tap our potentials and use our advantageous resources to win together. What is the development direction of our ecosystem partners? We want to expand the industrial markets together, to develop the industrial solutions together, and to serve the industrial clients together. And we are joining hands with all of these partners in the ecosystems. So as I had mentioned, we are not interfering with the applications and using the data of our partners. So what we want to do is to develop together with our partners and promote the upgrade of the whole industry. So on this slide, you can see more specific data about the growth of our partners. From 2015 to 2018, we had grown by 300%, and the number of the partners had grown by 200% in these 3 years. We also want to have a strategic upgrade. And the basis of that is to have the people to people, people to digital content, and the people to service upgrade. We need to embrace the industrial internet, and people can be interacted with the devices, and the devices can also connect to each other. Last but not least, I'd like to show you the licenses we have gained. There are over 20 domestic and international licenses. And on this slide, I like to finish my presentation. Thank you again for inviting me. And I hope that with our industrial capabilities, government administrative capabilities, and some other capabilities, we can together drive forward the further development of Shandong. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wang. Tencent is China's largest comprehensive internet service provider. In the future, we hope that more Shandong companies can have cooperative relations with your company. Our next speaker is Mr. Xu Bin, Head of North Region Application Center, ABB Robotics and Discrete Automation Division, together with his partner, Mr. Lin Li, Digital Architect of ABB Robotics. Welcome, two gentlemen.
Thank you. Good afternoon. I'm head of North Region Application Center, ABB Robotics and Discrete Automation Division, Mr. Xu Bin. I'd like to thank the Ministry of Commerce to provide such a wonderful opportunity for us to participate in this Cloud Roadshow. So next, I'm going to introduce to you ABB Robotics, its implementation in digitalization and informatization. Our expert, Mr. Lin Li, the digital architect of ABB Robotics, after me will introduce the detailed application solutions to you. So next, I would like to share my screen with you. For ABB, I believe you are very familiar with this company. We are a subsidiary of a group and also a leader in terms of digital transformation. Our headquarters is in Zurich, Switzerland. Global-wise, we have 110,000 employees. Global-wise, we have offices and organizations. Based on what we offer and what services we provide, actually, we cover utilities and automations. Also, we have a global presence. So here you can see that robotics and automation are our major product lines. Here you can see our four divisions. I'm from the robotics and discrete automation, this business unit. The other three are related to utilities and automation. First department is electrification. Second is process automation. Number 3 is motion. The core of ABB is actually our digitalization, that is ABB ability. So the ability to automotive control helps ABB to achieve application of automation. So for robotics, I think it is a topic of interest. Also, based on the market demand, we have divided it into 5 business lines, actually 5 robotics divisions. The most widely used is actually auto OEMs, auto tier 1, and electronics. These are the 3 major widely used product lines. Also, we have some emerging industries, for instance, consumer goods and robotics applied in this pandemic, especially in medical as well as logistics. We see a emerging demand of robotics. We call them service robotics. We also acquired another company that is targeted in machine automation. So altogether, we have 6 divisions of robotics to deliver the services and products to our clients. On this slide is actually the business operation of ABB Robotics in China. Maybe you're not very familiar with it, so a brief introduction then. Our headquarters is in Shanghai. ABB Robotics started in 1994 in China. In Pudong of China, we have a facility of manufacturing. In 2005, our R&D center was relocated to Shanghai of China. So as of today, compared to our competitors, we are the only one to fully localize the whole value chain in China. In terms of robotics, so the right side is a map of China. You can see 3 dots. These 3 dots are actually the subsidiaries under planning and construction. One is in Qingdao of Shandong province, another one Chongqing. Third is in Zhuhai of Guangdong province. In 2015-2018, these 3 subsidiaries were set up to serve the local clients in a closer manner and also to provide better service to our local clients. As being said, we are in China for China as well as for the world. We hope that we can become the world's biggest player and a leader in terms of robotics in the world. In terms of product lines of robotics, I believe you will find this very interesting. The most commonly seen robotics are actually in assembly lines and in applications such as here on the bottom of this pyramid, you can see the peripherals, robotics, and components. Actually, there are a lot of peripherals and technological support for each of the robotic product. And another layer up is some modules of robotics. And up on the pyramid, with the higher demand from the clients, we're able to have some application modules as well as factory-level smart facilities. In terms of software and ecosystem, they are embedded in our product lines. Without doubt, ABB Robotics also provide robust services in terms of application, field support, as well as backup and spare parts. We're able to provide hassle-free agreements such as SLA or other technical support. Before I mention the localization of value chain, what does it incorporate? I'd like to briefly go through this journey with you. First is R&D. In multinational companies, we believe that usually they do not have R&D center in China, but ABB very early on in 2005 set up R&D center in China. So that showed the strong support and attention from the group to China's market. And the second is we are the largest robot manufacturing base in terms of a robot unit. We have localized manufacturing that is in Pudong, Kangqiao, which is our factory site. And number 3 is sales, system integration, and service. The 3 parts, together with R&D manufacturing, we cover the whole value chain and we have achieved full localization. In order to deliver better service to our clients, ABB Robotics will continue to invest 150 million USD, that is equivalent to 1 billion yuan, to source another site close to our headquarters. We're going to build a factory of future robotics. It is a future factory, so it contains a lot of sci-fi elements, but most importantly, the advanced digitalization and solutions as well as robotic products will be applied to our factory for the future. We'll continue to build application template for our clients so they can directly see cobot and the robots to assembly robots, as well as modularized flexible manufacturing. Also, we need connected devices as well as solutions, management and maintenance of database to contribute to our clients to achieve digitalization transformation. This factory is expected in the end of this year, that is 2021, will go online and will under operation. I welcome all of you to take a look and provide a suggestion advice to us on site. So that is my part for ABB Robotics introduction. I'm going to hand over my microphone to my colleague, Mr. Lin, Dr. Lin, to share some case studies with us. Thank you. Dr. Lin. Hello. Hello, everyone. I'm the digital architect of ABB Robotics. I'm Lin Li. So next, I'm going to quickly help you go through ABB's application in terms of robotics and some experiences. So I'd like to share my screen with you. Mr. Xu has introduced our abilities. What is ABB ability? To put it more detailedly, it is actually a digitalization platform of our group. Also, it is a set of IIoT-based public technology. So all the devices and solutions of ABB can be shared on this platform. From peripheral computing to cloud, we can achieve closed-loop information cycle. So through the device side, we're able to collect the data as much as possible. Based on this data at the edge, we're able to conduct on-field supervision. On the cloud, based on optimized algorithm, we're able to deliver premium service and solutions to our clients. For ABB Robotics, based on ABB Ability, this digitalization platform, as well as our technology expertise, all the softwares and solutions and applications can cover the whole life cycle of our factories, from the design to the commissioning to automation control, as well as digital operation. We are able to use software and tools to provide differentiated solutions. In terms of design, we have Robot Studio. This is a software that is able to help the clients to have offline design and as well as simulation. In terms of automation control, at the assembly line, our digitalization platform as well as robots, together with other equipment, were able to provide a digitalized manufacturing unit. At the operation side, we have apps to conduct analysis of manufacturing as well as performance improvement on this application. So next, I'm going to share some case studies with you. In terms of the design, our clients, of course, wishes to have the highest flexibility in the shortest period of time to ramp up the automation and the robotic design. So here on the right side of the slide, you can see a video of our software. It conducts simulation based on the actual demand. We have used simulation controller as the technology, and also it integrates augmented and virtual reality technologies to help our clients in the shortest period of time to ramp up the commissioning. So in this software, we're able to deliver different applications and the process packages for different demands, as well as the latest technologies like 3D printing, so that our robotics are able to conduct 3D printing on site. While also for the on-site manufacturing supervision, so you can see on the slide a welding application. It actually adopts the server at the edge of ABB. Also, it packages our digitalization softwares. It can be connected to all kinds of robots, as well as the application devices to help the factories and manufacturers to improve the supervision and management on site. And it is a timely data sharing and transformation platform. For the factory management, I think the most important thing is the performance of the management and supervision. We are able to provide the clients with OEE. This is a software application package. It can be seamlessly connected to our devices, no matter assembly line or multiple factories. The clients are able to adopt OEE to quickly acquire the information on site from the equipment, as well for this software to be configured. So our clients don't need to have mass production and operation or a lot of cost. Actually, through this seamless connection, the clients can quickly collect information from the factory and to conduct analysis, and also to find suggestions to improve performance and the quality of control and management, help our clients to improve the status of the manufacturing capabilities. So just now, I've shared some case studies with you. Due to time constraint, I have to stop here, but I hope our solutions and our robotics can contribute or provide more solutions to our clients' performance improvement and to bring digitalization through our improvement. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. ABB is the world's leading robot manufacturing company with business all over the world. It is hoped that through this Cloud Roadshow, ABB and Shandong local enterprises can develop more in-depth cooperation. And next, please join me in welcoming Mr. Shin, Product Manager of Tech Robotics. Welcome.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, moderator. First of all, thank you very much for the organizer to inviting us to introduce you the development of Tech Robotics. Let me share my screen with you first. Tech in Shanghai and Shandong in China has its offices, and in Seoul Saudi Arabia, we also have our subsidiaries and offices. It was established in 2004, and in the following year, we had a company in Hong Kong, and in 2010, we had another branch in China, and in 2015, we set up a subsidiary in Zhoushan in Shandong, and also set up a production base later. And now let me introduce you the operation system of Guibu, or Robot Operating System, ROS. The conventional robotic devices has faced some challenges in integration and some other aspects. We need something like Windows or Android to integrate the sensors and the other devices. And we had introduced the ROS to China. And currently, ROS had been applied in various industries, including the military industries and education. We also had published many books related with ROS, and we organized the ROS development conferences and technology seminars. And in 2019, we had been regarded as one of the top 10 ROS-focused companies, and we are the only Chinese company. And currently, ROS had been developed in China as well, and we had been collaborating with the Society of Military Science in Tianjin, and we wanted to develop the system better. To do some adaptations as well, and we also had conducted wide international corporations. In Shandong, we had been greatly supported. And in our pipelines, we have the development kit, robotic arms, robotic hands, coordinative robots, and the R&D platforms developed by ourselves. And we also have some product related with the life science. And this is a product developed by us. This is an outdoor robot. And this is a relatively mature solution developed by us. It's about mobile capture. And some vision capture solutions. And during the pandemic, this is a sales robotics developed by us. And some typical mobile capture robotics. And this is a smart shopping cart robotics we developed for a retailer in South Korea, and we are also collaborating with Tongji University, and in the Shanghai Autonomous Robotics Center, we had developed the smart light poles, and it can coordinate with the inspection robotics so that in the industrial parks and the plants, we can have a smart inspection. We also developed many integration solutions. Currently, in the science and education, as well as the hospitals and public areas, the nuclear industries, and some regions, we had provided corresponding solutions. And this is one of the industrial solutions we can provide. For example, the warehouse logistics. And this is for the nuclear industrial inspection. And currently, we are focusing on the development of our subsidiary in Shanghai, and in Shandong, we also set up our subsidiary. And in Shandong, our company had been successfully listed in the top 1,000 talents plan, and this is our CEO. These are our core management. This is our chief scientist. These are our key R&D members. Another thing I'd like to introduce to you is that in the scientific educations, we are providing a lot of the theoretical education and experimental education solutions. And for example, we had assigned the education systems for many majors from the first semester to the 8th semester. We had the relevant courses and the corresponding laboratory equipment. And in each and every semester, we had developed certain contents and courses, and also some other education materials. And this is very convenient for universities and schools to educate their students. We also have the instructions and guidances for the faculties as well. And this is the demonstration of the GATEC robotics in the universities used by the students. And as for the laboratory constructions, we have both the indoor and outdoor equipment. And this is one of our proposals for the plan in the laboratories. We can also have the customized solutions and train the teachers. And these are our online education resources. We can also promote the industrial and research collaborations, and these are some successful cases in the educational experiments. And this is my part in the introduction of GATEC. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Li. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's move to the next part, connecting via the cloud. Well, after listening to the introduction of Cloud and Smart Industries Group of Tencent from Mr. Wang Weiming, Mr. Zhu Linsen, Vice President of Shandong Aite Yunxiang, wants to have further communication with him. So we are honored to connect the two gentlemen via the cloud. Welcome.
Hello, Mr. Zhu. You are unmuted. You are muted, Mr. Zhu. Please unmute
王
yourself.
总，您没有开麦克风，请打开麦克风。Please open your microphone, Mr. Wang.
Can you hear me now? Yes.
王总，请您切换到中文频道。Please switch to the Chinese channel.
In Shandong, we can provide the capabilities of the data center and a smart city. And we are very honored to be invited to attend today's roadshow and discuss with the leading companies in various industries. And we are very happy to talk to Tencent, which is a very professional digital transformation company. And currently, from the central to the local government in China, we attach great importance to the digital transformation of the companies. Shandong is also implementing many strategies and promoting the relevant works. And we also have issued the 3-year action plans. And Aite Yunxiang, since 2019, we also implemented strategies related with AI, industrial internet, etc. And with Bingzhou, Zibo, and Liaocheng in Shandong, we are cooperating with many companies there. And From the perspective of the industries, we'd like to know more about Tencent's plan in your development in Shandong. And we also want to know your view about industrial internet and industrial big data. What is your view on that? And are there any opportunities for the cooperation between Tencent and Untitled? Okay. I had switched to the Chinese channel now. Thank you very much for the questions from Mr. Zhu. And around China, Tencent has been promoting the industrial internet. We have such a plan, and Shandong is a great province of leading industries, and the plan of assisting the development of the industry is based on ICE, and Yuanxiang and some of the other leading local companies do enjoy great opportunities to collaborate with us. And Yuanxiang is also collaborating with many local companies in Shandong in the areas of industrial internet. And Tencent want to support you in such projects, and we will help you to recognize the needs of the industries, and we will also enable your further development with our central ops capabilities. And we want to empower you with our data to create values with the data so that you can serve more industrial internet companies. Over to you, Mr. Zhu. Thank you, Mr. Wang. We also want to collaborate with Tencent and to create true values with data, especially to create values with the corporate data in Shandong. And currently, we have identified the actions and awareness of many local companies, but maybe what we lack is the leading companies to share with us your experiences and instructions. So we really look forward to further communications with you. Maybe after this roadshow, we can have more talks. Okay. Thank you. Let's stay in touch offline, and maybe we can identify more opportunities for cooperation, and then we can allow Tencent to carry out more industrial projects in Shandong.
Thank you, gentlemen. We wish that both parties can have further communication and exchanges after this online dialogue. And next, I would like to give the floor to three gentlemen. They are Mr. Yue Zhengbo, Deputy Secretary General of Zaozhang Municipal People's Government, Mr. Jiang Shunhuang, Technical Consultant of Oriental Light Source Group, and Mr. Xu Bin, Head of North Region Application Center, ABB Robotics and Discrete Automation Division. So, gentlemen, please go ahead.
Distinguished Mr. Xu, hello. Hello. I'm Yue Zhengbo, Deputy Secretary General of Zaozhang Municipal People's Government. Nice to see you, Secretary General. It is a great honor and pleasure to meet you online. So here I'd like to share some information with you regarding the investment environment of Zaozhang. In 2018, in terms of the evaluation of our KPI, we ranked number 4 in our province in 2019, number 3 in our province in 2020. We were number 2. So from these data and indicators, you could see that Zaozhang enjoys a very good opportunity for business and trade. Also, we have a premier location, and we have premier location. So I'd like to share some data with you. A brief introduction then. Zaozhang is located between Beijing and Shanghai. And with fast train, you are able to get access to Beijing and Shanghai around 2.5 hours. While according to Forbes, by the US has a ranking for enterprises, you need to take consideration of the shipment index. Forbes listed a country level of Zaozhang, that is Tongzhou, ranked number 1 nationwide. Also, Zaozhuang is actually the connecting point of the 4 neighboring provinces. These are all economic powerhouses and great provinces for demographics. While according to Jingdong, use Zaozhuang and to use 200 kilometers as the diameter, we have 96 million in terms of population. So here, market-wise, we are a good opportunity provider for ABB Robotics and also Zaozhuang's market, as well as the peripheral 200 kilometers as a radius. We have such a big customer base. In terms of policy-wise, we're able to provide premium and better policies compared to our counterparts. So we have very preferential policies regarding trade promotion. In many aspects, we believe we have a lot of space for cooperation, including robotics sector, as well as in your slides, you showed the automotive manufacturing, like tier 1, as well as the component part. For robotics side, Zaozhuang is actually the cluster for a lot of medium-sized and small-sized robotics manufacturer. And also, Zaozhuang is a lithium battery powerhouse. We are a manufacturing site for the lithium battery. Recently, in terms of the battery side, we rank number 1 in China, and number 2 just after Taylor Solar. And in Shanghai, we're going to consult the contract. TN Solar wanted to conduct a manufacturing site in Zaozhuang. The first phase investment is actually over 6 billion RMB, with the total investment of about 20 billion. From the time being, a lot of countries and regions are considering to deploy in terms of new batteries, especially EV car sector. So in terms of EV sector, as well as the hydrogen-powered battery cars, we have a lot of opportunities for cooperation. And Datang and Zaozhuang are also talking about the production side of the batteries. So I'm considering in terms of smart manufacturing, as well as the EV car sector, including hydrogen-powered cars, I think we can talk about the opportunities for cooperation. Another advantage of Zaozhuang is we are the demo city for export for second-hand cars. So we are one of the most premium export port for second-hand cars. So I have a dual circle to tap into the domestic market as well as overseas market for the car sector, automotive sector. So I hope that we provide the market for you, and we'd like to get you on board for the investment and trade promotion to achieve win-win results. Thank you very much for Mr. Yue. Thank you very much for your very detailed introduction of your city. ABB Robotics is appreciating for your preference of our company. We have a great admiration for the potential of Shandong province. For me, I have a lot of business trips that surpassing Zaozhuang because I took a lot of train trips along this line from Beijing to Shanghai, beautiful sceneries, and a lot of great local enterprises, as you mentioned about the lithium battery manufacturer, as well as the hydrogen-powered OEMs. I believe that in these emerging markets, we have a lot of opportunities for cooperation. Last year, due to the pandemic, as of today, we have seen that the breakdown of the logistics as well as the halting of the manufacturing as well as the deployment. I believe this also provides an opportunity for the further development of robotics. The traditional industries are also witnessing a transformation by digitalization, especially the digitalization AI, IIoT, these emerging technologies focused by the central government, as well as the integration of robots with application scenarios. there are a lot of new opportunities for business development. In terms of robotics, as Mr. Yue mentioned, you showed your appreciation ABB Robotics. As you said, actually, we're just a small part in the whole industrial chain. ABB Robotics will continue to extend to other fields by cooperating with local enterprises and with the support of ministries and commissions to build the market size. I believe there's a lot of pressure, but still a lot of potential for future development. On this side, as that being said, in terms of new energy cars, 5G consumer electronics, logistics, beverages, food, and pharmaceuticals, education, as well as healthcare, pharmaceuticals, we would have a lot of applications of service robotics. Service robotics will have a lot of a role to play in its above-mentioned fields. I believe that the service robotics are going to contribute to Shandong province, which enjoys a holistic and robust industrial chain. I feel the moment is very promising, and I'm quite excited about the future opportunity for cooperation. I hope I can go to Zhaozhang very soon. And thank you in advance that we can have a further opportunity for face-to-face communication later. Due to time constraints, we cannot have a very detailed discussion on this Cloud Roadshow. I just showed my sincerity here. Thank you so much. Thank you. Mr. Xu. Hello. I'm Jiang Shenghuang, Technical Consultant of Oriental Light Source Group. Great to see you. So first, a brief introduction of our company, Oriental Light Source Group. Our group is constructed with the support of the Zhaozhang Municipal People's Government. We have established a light source industrial park. It occupies 386 more, and we have 500,000 square meters of factory site. We have two major product lines. First one is optical information transmission. Majorly, we produce optical products, optical cables, and also optical equipment and modules. Another major part of the product line is electricity and wires. The major products are the ones applied in high-speed railways for the buried cables. For the currently up and running and constructed railway, high-speed railway projects, Oriental Light Source provide high-quality and premium buried cable lines to be applied in the Chinese market for the development and construction of high-speed railway stations. Currently, we are in need for some support in terms of temperature-tolerant robots. Second is robots that is applied in intelligent and automated manufacturing. I hope through this Cloud Roadshow, our two sides can build the channel for contact. Due to time constraints, we need to follow up this discussion later regarding the project cooperation and consultancy. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much. And now let's move to the next part. In this section, I will invite Mr. Jun Xiaofeng, the person in charge of the Shandong International Investment Promotion Agency, who will connect with our 5 guests and issue the letter of appointment letter for the SelectShandong Global Promotion Ambassadors. So ladies and gentlemen, let's give the floor to Mr. Jun Xiaofeng. Please welcome.
各位嘉宾、女士们、先生们、朋友们，大家下午好。今天我们非常荣幸地邀请5位嘉宾 出席选择山东云平台推广大使线上聘书颁发仪式，感谢他们对选择山东云平台新一代信息技术产业链在线合作会的大力支持。
Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, good afternoon. Today, we are very honored to invite our 5 guests to attend the ceremony for issuing an appointment letter to our promotion ambassador of SelectShandong Cloud Platform. I would like to pay tribute to their strong support.
这些嘉宾是赛迪顾问总裁秦海林先生，爱立信战略采购部负责人唐毅夫先生，腾讯公司腾讯云解决方案架构师王伟明先生，瑞士 ABB 机器人与离散自动化事业部中国北方区总经理徐冰先生，硅步机器人产品总监李欣先生。
They are Mr. Qin Hailin, President of CCID Consulting, Mr. Gustavo Tedder, Head of Strategic Sourcing of Erickson BNEW, Mr. Wang Weiming, Senior Solution Architect, Cloud and Smart Industries Group of Tencent, Mr. Xu Bin, Head of North Region Application Center, ABB Robotics and Discrete Automation Division, and Mr. Li Shin, Product Manager of GuiTech Robotics.
下面进行选择山东云平台全球推广大使聘书签发环节，由我与5位推广大使共同在线签署选择山东全球推广大使聘书，请签字。
Now, gentlemen, please join me in signing the appointment letter online.
好，再次感谢各位推广大使，也期待与各位有更进一步的交流与合作。谢谢。
Well, thank you, Mr. Jin, and congratulations to our 5 global promotion ambassadors. Hope for more cooperation and more Starbucks. Well, ladies and gentlemen, now we've reached the end of today's session of Cloud Roadshow. If you have any further inquiries or questions, please feel free to contact us. You are welcome to follow us on our WeChat account, SelectShandong, or call Shandong International Investment Promotion Agency at 0531 8901 3578 or 0531 8901 3555 or 186 788 17218 or contact Shandong Internet Media Group at 0531 8519 3668 or 186 788 27218. Once again, thank you all for joining us today. We will soon kick off more sessions like Upper Australia for international economic and trade cooperation. Please select Shandong for the shared future. See you next time. Goodbye.